In a corner of the dazzling world, where stars not only adorn the night sky but also fill the stage of the world, there is one that shines with an unforgettable light. Jungkook, the boy with simple dreams, who one day would become the golden standard of K-pop, stood at the peak of grandeur, but all of this started from a small, unseen point. We often forget that behind the dazzling spotlight, there is a long journey full of sweat and tears. Behind the big name we know, there is a boy who started it all with simple yet strong courage. At a very young age, he left everything he knew, his family, friends, and hometown, and stepped into Seoul. Uncertainty surrounded him, but big dreams gave him the strength to keep moving. Imagine a small child, lost in the midst of a loud and harsh world. The skyscrapers towered high while his steps were still fragile. He didn't know whether those first steps would lead to success or failure, but he kept walking because there was only one thing he believed in: his dreams. Becoming a trainee was not easy. Every day was a struggle. There was no glamour accompanying him. There was no grandeur that came easily. There was only exhausting practice, tears falling in the empty practice rooms, and hope that kept burning in his chest. Yet, there was something that set Jungkook apart from the rest. Amid the fatigue that gnawed at him, amid the temptation to give up, he kept going. He knew that in order to reach the stars, he had to fall first, many times. Even on quiet nights when no one saw him, he practiced. Dancing, singing, striving to improve himself. Every step was full of incredible determination, and that was part of what made him different. When BTS debuted in 2013, the world did not immediately embrace them. They were a group from a small agency, with no major media support or strong connections in the entertainment industry. All they had was their music and an unwavering will to succeed. Despite this, BTS fought hard. Every performance was a battle, every comeback was a test. But in the midst of it all, one name began to shine brightly: Jungkook. The turning point came slowly, like sunlight creeping over the horizon. The name, Golden Maknae, began to be recognized, a nickname that captured all that he was. Not just about extraordinary talent in singing and dancing, but also about a personality full of dedication and simplicity. His stable vocals, expressive dancing skills, and even his athletic abilities showed that there was nothing he couldn't do. Yet, behind all the brilliance, there was unseen hard work. Tears shed, struggles faced, and doubts overcome. Quotes from fellow idols reveal a deep respect for him. Jung from 17 once expressed with deep emotion, "Jungkook made me believe that hard work is never in vain." He doesn't just talk about fame or rewards, he talks about spirit, sacrifice, and discipline that few ever see. Even Nikki from Enhypen, with sparkling eyes, said, "I dream of being like Jungkook, perfect on stage." This is the kind of perfection that goes beyond the surface, born from passion and dedication. Even a legend like Taemin from SHINee humbly acknowledged, "Jungkook is an example of how the next generation should be built." This is the extent of his influence. He is not just an idol, but someone who inspires, is respected, and admired by fellow idols. Jungkook has become the blueprint for the new generation, a symbol that sincere hard work can truly move mountains. But it's not just idols who admire him. The world has watched as Jungkook evolved from a young boy just starting out, to a global icon. When he stood on the World Cup stage in Qatar, without BTS members by his side, with bravery and determination, he proved that he wasn't just representing his group. He was representing a nation, a culture, and the spirit of an entire generation. In front of millions of viewers from around the world, Jungkook showed the world that sincerity and perseverance can transcend language and cultural barriers. Jungkook is not only an idol to ARMY, but a symbol of a struggle that never knows the word, give up. Young idols who once admired him from afar now dream bigger. They dream that one day they, too, can stand where he stands, if they work hard enough and believe in their dreams. Jungkook has become a living testament to what is possible when we truly ignite the fire within us and keep pushing forward relentlessly. But behind all his achievements, what keeps Jungkook relevant is his sincerity. In a world where fame often distorts the soul and the spotlight frequently leads to arrogance, he remains grounded. He doesn't chase perfection for applause. For Jungkook, perfection is a way of honoring the gift he has been given. Music, for Jungkook, is sacred. The stage is a place for giving, and every fan watching is part of that sacred journey. I work hard not for the applause, but to honor the gift I've been given, Jungkook said in an interview. This is the essence of his life philosophy. The sincerity he shows in every performance, in every note, and in every step, makes him not just an idol, but a role model for many. Jungkook's future is still long. There will be more records to break, more history to write, more stages to conquer, and more hearts to touch. But more importantly, he will leave behind a legacy. Because some stars don't just shine, they guide, they illuminate the dreams of others. They become part of the sky itself. And among the thousands of stars in the night sky, there is one whose light never fades. It is the light of Jungkook. The message he carries is more than just personal achievement. It is a reminder that no dream is too big, and no dreamer is too small. In a world full of challenges and obstacles, one thing remains certain. If we work with a sincere heart, if we fight with unwavering determination, then we can change the world. Jungkook is living proof of that. He is proof that miracles are real, and that all dreams, no matter how big or small, can become reality if we never stop trying.